Hello friends, welcome back to another video, or if you're new here, my name is Nuri, and in today's video I am going to be talking through the 2023 fashion trends that we'll be seeing this year and the ones that I'm most excited for. I thought it would be a good time to do this video at the start of the year as we're going to be seeing a lot of these trends translated onto the high street market. You may already have a lot of these pieces in your wardrobes, and if you do want to join in with the trends, now is a good time to go through your wardrobe and kind of see what pieces you have that relate to these trends. I'm sharing this video for those of you who are interested in knowing what the trends are, but at the end of the day, it's important to remember to always follow what you enjoy, and a lot of these trends that I will be speaking about are things that I won't necessarily wear, but I still find interesting and wanted to share with you guys. So let's get straight into the video. One of the biggest trends that we'll be seeing this year is sheer clothing, and when I say sheer I mean pieces of clothing that are transparent. So this could be mesh, organza, lace, kind of where you can see your skin through. So this was one of the biggest trends that we saw on the spring 2023 runways, and 77% of designers featured transparent looks in their collections, which just goes to show how huge sheer is going to be. So for example, on Versace's 23 spring runway, they featured a lot of mesh tops where there was nothing worn underneath. Saint Laurent featured maxi dresses, which was sheer, and then they had like high-waisted briefs underneath, featuring the trend of maxis with the trend of sheer. Chanel had this kind of long dress with long sleeves, which were all mesh, but then they had pockets placed on this area, which meant that you had coverage there, and then as you went down the dress, there was coverage on the bottom half. I also liked how Burberry did it, again, like featuring areas of the outfit which had elements of sheerness to it, but the whole dress wasn't sheer. And the thing that I do like about the sheer trend is that even if you do have like a fully sheer dress, you could wear like a black slip dress underneath, which actually makes it a wearable dress where you're not seeing anything that you don't want people to see. Another designer who does this really well is Nancy. The core of her collections have always been inspired by kind of like tights and sheerness and mesh, and she does it really well. Well, she'll have only certain areas of the dress that would be sheer, and then the rest would be in another material. I also like sheer pieces that have patterns on them, because then often they don't seem quite as sheer as they are. For example, this Loewe dress that I bought last year and I absolutely love. It's a sheer mesh dress, but because they've got this pattern over it, you don't actually get to see the skin underneath, so it's kind of like disguising that. A tip that I have for wearing sheer pieces is buying some nipple stickers, nipple pasties for yourself. It's what I'm wearing right now with this dress. If you buy the skin colored ones, it basically makes the outfit just look seamless, so you don't have to worry about wearing like a matching bra underneath. I am also going to be linking in this video pieces that I've seen on the high street that have been incorporating the sheer trend. So sheer is one of those trends that we will be seeing throughout the year, and I think it is one that can be easily incorporated into your wardrobe depending on how you style it. The next trend that we'll be seeing a lot this year is denim. Now, I'm sure we all know what denim is, and we probably all own a piece of denim in our wardrobes, but this year we're seeing denim being used in so many different ways. We're seeing double denim, triple denim, quadruple denim. We're seeing extravagant pieces of denim. We're seeing denim pieces that are made out of leather. For example, Bottega featured their leather trousers that have that denim look, and I think those pieces are so amazing because they truly look like denim and almost feel like denim, but they're fully made out of leather. We saw a lot of denim in Off-White, Diesel, Burberry. 51% of designers featured denim looks in their collections, which just goes to show how huge denim's going to be this year. One designer that did denim in a really innovative and different way was Masha Popova. In her spring 23 collections, she really went out there with the denim looks and did looks that we haven't seen before in extravagant ways, like really elevating denim to be more than just your wardrobe staple. We've also seen denim being featured with like different colors of denim. It's also something that I did in Copenhagen Fashion Week last year. A pair of denim light wash jeans with a darker denim corset top. It's just a really fun trend, and also a trend that can be done again with things that you have in your wardrobe. If you have a pair of denim jeans and a denim shirt, putting those pieces together, even if they're different colors, just playing around with your different denim pieces. You don't actually have to go out and buy new denim, which is what I like about this trend. We're also seeing a lot of denim accessories. So these will have denim bags, their denim boots, Bottega with their denim Jodie bag, which is actually on my wish list because I think it is such a cool bag and just another way to elevate a look with a very unique piece. Denim is one that we're going to be seeing this year. We all own it, we all wear it, but this year we're just going to be seeing it in a more extravagant and innovative way. The next trend we have is the mini skirts, the Y2K trend. It's still continuing on from the previous year, and we saw it even more so in the spring 23 runways, led by Miu Miu, of course. I feel like they are the brand that introduced the minis back into our lives and started this whole Y2K trend. This year the mini was seen even more so, and 95% of designers had featured mini skirts in their collection. And one that really sticks and pops to my mind is Loewe's 23 runway. They featured super mini skirts. We saw Versace featuring mini skirts in their collections, Off-White. So many brands featured minis, and I feel like it's obviously here to stay. Prada is one of those brands that does the mini skirt, but it's not so mini that it doesn't become wearable. I don't think there's much to say about mini skirt. We've seen it so much. It is just one of those trends that we're going to be seeing continuing this year. Already, high street brands are bringing out loads of mini skirts. So this is a trend that I actually do like, but only when the skirt isn't a micro skirt, that it's almost a belt. Reference to Diesel. I did actually wear one last year. It was a grey mini skirt from Zara, which I thought was a great dupe for like the Prada Miu Miu skirts. And I actually styled it with some sheer tights and knee-high boots, which made me feel more comfortable to wear. So I think it's a great one to wear. If you're not sure on how to wear them, start off with a pair of tights because it does give you that extra coverage. Knee-high boots are also a great way to style mini skirts because I feel like they balance the shortness of the skirt. The mini skirt trend is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. But if that's not the trend for you, I feel like I might have the perfect one, which is the maxi trend. Another trend that we're seeing this year is the rise of maxi skirts, maxi dresses, maxi coats, essentially anything maxi, floor length maxi is in right now, and that is one trend that I am absolutely loving. I just think it is such an elegant trend, and it's really elongating and a very flattering trend. It's one that I feel like is very wearable, and it does provide you that coverage. Saint Laurent were one of the main brands that really featured the maxi looks. Versace also featured their maxi looks, and Gabriela Hearst had a lot of maxi dresses. 85% of designers featured long dresses in their collection, which just goes to show how big of a trend this really is. And it's a trend that I personally love. When I'm looking for maxi pieces, often they don't really hit the floor like I would want them to. They tend to be a midi because obviously the maxi trend is a big trend for this year. Designers are really creating those long silhouettes, which means those dresses, those skirts are really hitting the floor. I do have my eyes on a couple of maxi pieces, and as I mentioned before, I will be linking any high street alternatives below. Reiss have an amazing satin silk maxi skirt that is a great dupe for the Saint Laurent one, so I'm going to link those ones down below, and I'm also going to be featuring these in a lookbook where I'll be styling some of these trends, so keep an eye out for that. The next trend we'll be seeing this year is the rise of silver metallic. It's a trend that we're seeing a lot on the runways and just in fashion, the rise of silver as opposed to gold. I think gold is now seen as more of a classic, and I do still love gold, and it's something that I will still continue to wear, but it's more so now me introducing silver pieces just to add some variety. We saw a lot of silver on Gucci runway. They featured a lot of silver metallic style dresses. 16 Arlington with their silver sequin crystallized dresses. Jason Wu Spring 23 collection was a big one for silvers. Silver really dominated the Spring 23 runways, and it's going to be here for the rest of the year, maybe even into next year. I just feel like we've moved away from the gold era and we're moving into the silver era. This was something that I was already incorporating from last year. I felt that I got to a point where I was tired of my gold accessories. Most of my handbags feature the gold hardware and most of my jewelry is gold. I wanted to change, so I started moving towards silver accessories, and during Copenhagen Fashion Week is where I really brought in those silver pieces. I also wore some silver metallic earrings, and it really elevated the look and was something a bit different. Silver is also something that is very modern and wearable for the day and also in the evening, so it's something that you can take from day to night. This trend is fun, it's wearable, it's versatile, and it's one that I'm seeing a lot of high street brands bring up. Zara had a silver top that went viral at the end of last year, and I think it's just one that we're going to keep seeing this year. of the trends that we'll be seeing a lot this year is florals, and I am all here for it. I love a floral, but we're seeing florals done in a different way. We're not having the floral print as much. It's more so floral structures, floral appliques. Loewe had this dress which was essentially a big floral piece. They have the rose hills, they have another hill. I don't know what that flower is called. To me it looks like a lily pad. I'll put the actual name of the flower on screen, but they featured this flower a lot and I absolutely loved it. I just think it made the outfit so much more fun. It is something new, something different we haven't seen before. Magda Buttram is a huge one for florals. I feel like Magda Buttram has always featured florals in her designs, and I wore one of her dresses in Paris Fashion Week and it had this like floral choker neck style, which I absolutely love. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of those floral style chokers, which are a great piece to add to any outfit because you can really accessorize and change up a look with those. Blue Marine also featured some sheer dresses which had floral pieces attached to their hip. The structure of the dress in the Roxanda collection was literally a structure of a flower, which I feel like was just so fun and innovative. Kendall Jenner also recently wore this gorgeous sheer dress which had the floral feature on the neckline by a designer called Ludovic de Saint-Cernin. Probably butchered that name, but that dress I'm obsessed with, and also it plays into the whole sheer trend. Another brand that has really risen is a Vietnamese brand called Fancy Club, who feature sheer dresses also with the floral applique, which I absolutely love. I feel like this is a very spring summer trend and we're going to be seeing it all summer long. I'm really excited for it because I just think that you can incorporate this trend in so many different ways. The next trend is actually something that I predicted last year, and I have evidence for it because in my vlogs I was seeing this color a lot on the high street, and I mentioned how I thought this was taking over the green, and it is. And that trend is the color Cobalt Blue. It's a color that I've been obsessed with since last year, and I think that was because everyone, including me, was getting kind of tired of that Bottega green. It was here for a while. With a lot of the trends, when a trend's there for a while, we kind of move into a new direction, and I feel like we've moved away from that Bottega green. We had the Valentino pink last year, that hot pink, and now this year is the year of the Cobalt Blue, and I'm so excited for it. One of the leading designers that featured Cobalt Blue almost in all of their collection was Off-White in their Spring 23 collection. This color was the dominating color of their collection. Almost all of their pieces was in the Cobalt Blue. Their runway design was Cobalt Blue. The dancers were in Cobalt Blue. This was just the dominating color. 27% of designers featured Cobalt Blue in their collections. David Comer, Jason Wu, Alexander McQueen, all of these designers featured Cobalt Blue in their collections. We're seeing it a lot on the high street. I feel like already last year we saw this color dominating the shops, but I think this year we're going to see it even more. Last Fashion Week I was wearing Cobalt Blue. It was a Dorothy Schumacher dress, which is actually getting released this year. I wore that to the show. I bought that Christopher Esber Cobalt Blue dress. I think it is such a gorgeous, rich color. It is going to be the color of the year, mark my words. If you're not someone who's used to wearing such bright, rich colors, you can just slowly introduce it into your collection with a pair of shoes, a handbag, accessories, or just go all out and wear a Cobalt Blue dress, because honestly it is the most beautiful color and I'm so excited to see more of it this year. The next trend we'll be seeing this year is the utility trend. This one leads on from last year, where cargos were a huge trend last year, except that this year we're seeing utility done in all forms. Essentially lots of pockets and that cargo-esque style in tops, in dresses, in pants, in coats. There wasn't one brand that was dominating with this utility style on the runway, but quite a few of the brands did incorporate that utility style. I do in particular like the utility style skirts, a midi skirt with a split, and then you have those utility pockets on the side. Zara did those really well. Dion Lee is another one of my favorite designers that I feel like really nails that utility style. I actually bought a pair of cargos from Dion Lee last year, and this year we're seeing again the cargos are still going to be a trend this year, but we're also seeing that utility style in lots of other pieces, and they're not just limited to the cargo pieces. Another trend that we'll be seeing this year, it's not a trend that I think I'll be taking part in, but it's a trend that is rising and we'll be seeing a lot this year, is the grungy trend. We're seeing this a lot in the makeup styles. This kind of grungy, punky style with the bleached eyebrows or the thin eyebrows, darker makeup, darker looks. Christian Dior featured quite a few grungy looks in their recent show. I also feel like we're going through this whole Wednesday core era. We're going for that darker, sexier, sultry look, and it is something that was seen on the runway. It's a trend that's really come in with full force. There was a 192% increase in grunge featured looks in the spring 23 runways this year compared to the previous year, which just goes to show this is one trend that has really come and taken over and is just one that we're going to be seeing a lot of. Just think darker colors, lace, sexier look. It's not a trend that I am into personally, but it is just a trend that we will be seeing and just a trend to be aware of. Okay, and then on to the last trend, which is the biker trend. This is a trend that we saw a lot of in 2022, and there are no signs of it stopping. It's a trend that we're going to be seeing a lot this year, and that includes biker jackets, biker boots, biker skirts, this kind of full leather biker look. And I'm actually after a leather jacket myself. I think it's just a really cool trend, and it's a trend that we saw a lot of on the runways. There was an increase of around 20% of leather jackets featured in the runways of 23 compared to 22. We saw this look on the Prada runways. Versace also featured in their 23 collection a lot of the biker inspired looks. Also kind of feeds into the grunge a little bit. This whole biker leather inspired trend can be a wearable trend, and it's probably something some of you guys have in your wardrobe. You don't have to go for a full leather look. You can just incorporate leather pieces. It's just a trend that I think can be worn in lots of different ways, and you can just take bits of the trends that you like and incorporate into your own style. That is the end of the trends video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, where I will be styling a lot of these trends, and I also am planning a video where I'll be styling some of these trends in a lookbook style video. I will be leaving links to all of the looks that I spoke about down below, and also the high street alternatives. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.